So it is announced 2008, but it is started 2000. Its name of Project Red Dog, and then 2014 it is launched preview portal that is called as an manage.windows azure.com. It is called AS, Azure Service Manager it is called. But I worked 2015 in the classic portal. It is called as a classic portal. Okay, so there the things we can deploying the things they have. Microsoft development team has given some document. We have gone through the 1 or 2 years internally. We had a sessions, and then we'll deploy the things step by step. Initially we developed in the development environment, and then staging environment, and then a production movement will happen. So let it forget the things. We'll discuss more and more and real-time scenarios, how we are going to migrate and all. That's later classes going forward. Now 2017 onwards, Microsoft has given to the ARM template like portal.azure.com. Now what we are going to use, this is portal.azure.com. This is a new portal. It is launched 2017. From the 2017 onwards, lot of things. The day to day, Microsoft Azure going to change their services. All services they are going to implement it. So this is actually Microsoft Azure. So exactly how it is started, where it is started, where it is now. And as we discuss already, why we are in a move to the Azure. So PaaS capabilities. Okay, so before that I just want to tell you guys like just a minute. Yeah, I'm sorry. See, all cloud providers has given some kind of services like IaaS, PaaS and SaaS. So just before going to this, we just give one example. So if you want to eat fish curry, or if you want to eat a fish curry, okay, so what we will do? For normal scenario, we'll go supermarket, we'll take the fish. Okay, their fishes is available, we'll bring that fishes and we can we'll went to our home, we will prepare the ingredients and we'll make it as fish curry, then we will eat. Am I right? And the second, so this is actually on-premises environment. Okay. Now I'm talking in the cloud vendors is supporting this. You just forgot about this one and on-premises. Okay. This entire thing I'll tell you. But just when you go for the infrastructure as service and platform as service and software as service, this one I'm talking about clearly. So now, as I said, if you want to eat fish curry to tasty, so what we will do normal scenario, we'll go to actually supermarket, we'll buy a fishes and we'll come and we'll, if you will clean it, we'll make some ingredients and all and we will eat. That is the one step. And so other one platform as, why I'm saying infrastructure as support services like that. Okay, so this is a kind of service Microsoft has given. What they will do, blue lines, if you are able to see this blue color, this will maintain our end. I mean to say end user, where in a cloud provider has given to the network, storage, servers, virtual. This underlying software, underlying hardware, they will give you. That's it. Like how we are going to buy fishes in the market, like that, they will already have a fishes there, we will go and we will take it. That's it. Likewise, this is a Microsoft itself, a cloud vendor itself, they give just your only fishes, nothing they will do. So what we will do later on, we'll clean it, we'll make it whatever your requirement, we will prepare, we will eat it. Likewise, here after the given Microsoft this component service, we will maintain the OS, we will maintain, mean to say that we will make the cleaning, we will make the ingredients, we'll cook it and we'll eat it. So underlying software is provided by the Microsoft. Okay, rest of the things, whatever you require as per your requirement, as per your wish, we can able to manage. That's what, you know, infrastructure as a service. When you go for the PaaS, platform as a service, one more same fish eating we can go for, we can go and take. If you go and restaurant, okay, same. If I want to eat the fish curry, okay, what they will do, you will order fish curry and some roti and some rice and all. They will bring in front of you. They will bring in front of you and they'll put it in your plate. Okay. Likewise, here platform as a service, they will prepare everything. Okay, networking they will build, storage, servers, virtualization, OS, middleware and all. They will prepare everything, only you have to eat. Just you need to eat. So here the complete underlying hardware and software, the application only we have to, data and application you need to manage. But the same implication they will put it in our you know a restaurant place where you sit and you need to eat, that's it. Nothing to do. Each and everything they will prepare. What we need to do, we just eat the fish curry with the other like rice, roti and all. Am I right?
Yeah, I
So
have
here
a
also,
quick question in terms
yeah,
of the different types of services, right? Cloud
yes,
services being provided. So the ones marked in blue, you say you manage, and the other one others manage. So as an architect, if you are Azure architect, do we manage the blue ones or do we manage the gray ones?
yes. Actually, it's depend upon your situation. That's what I'm saying. We need to manage if we are taking the infrastructure as services. When we will go for the infrastructure as services, if you are a banking sector, you need to maintain your customization. You need to do the customization your end. That is the case we need to maintain as a infrastructure guy. In
Okay.
a platform as a service, why here? So you have a trust on the cloud vendor. Everything is security and everything they are going to know. You don't want to manage anything. This will headache with the cloud vendor only. You just throw the ball to the cloud vendor. They will maintain, manage. Nothing to do. Just utilize the services. You mean to say that you need to maintain this blue colors? Got it, Henry?
So that would be the role of the architect, right? For example, if you're
Yes,
looking at the platform as a service, the
yes,
application and the data, will that be managed by the architect?
yes,
Okay. Then an infrastructure as a service, the OS, the middleware, runtime data application will be managed by the
yeah,
architect as well.
yes,
So do you need to understand the hardware for you to continue doing to be an architect, right? For example, you have the OS, the middleware.
yes. Yes, you should know this what exactly what OS, what middleware you should know. As an architect, you should know the each and every component. That's what we are covering all components, right? So hardware component is you need to no need to learn about the what is the product, what is the pricing factor and all, nothing to do. Okay. So what is your requirement? For example, if you buy some two servers, okay, that two servers cost it will show into the portal end. So what exactly it is showing, I'll show it to you. So if you want to, as a architect guy, if you want to build one server, it will show like this. That's what we have in creating of the one virtual machine here. So you should know this. Here the pricing cost is there. So here it will show the each and everything. What is the disk is it's required, what is the networking component is required, everything it will show here. So no need to worry to I should learn the hardware things, I should know the network things and all. But here in our Azure course prospectus, we are giving each and every component and briefly.
Okay,
So
thank you.
yeah, so development and all, you are nothing to do, just matter of a clicking. You should know the things in high level end as an architect guy. So this is our requirement to build 2 to 3 servers now, basic requirement. So how we need to build? So for example, if you go for the 8 cores and 1 terabyte disk with required and 2012 Windows servers, how much it will cost will go. When you go for the normal scenario, each and every component we need to go and connect with the hardware vendor, software vendor, and so storage provider, each and every service vendor we need to go and